All right, good morning, everybody. This is Gagan Sarkaria, live here to do another session today with my team for Inspired Insights. And we are doing a little bit of a different approach today. So this will be actually uploaded as a recording once we finish. We are very excited to continue our conversation from last week, where we were talking about how do you become unstoppable. And wonderful, insightful, amazing session we had last week. So we are going to continue that. And today we have again my team here with me. My name is Gagan Sarkaria. I'm a high achievement business coach. I'm a certified Chinese metaphysics practitioner based in Texas, United States of America. And I'm also the owner of Gagan Sarkaria International Consulting Group. And as a consulting group, we are determined to help you, assist you, guide you on your entrepreneurial journey to achieve remarkable success. And I've got two of my amazing, insightful, great people here, my buddies, my consultants, Willaim Chua from Singapore. Good morning, good evening to you, Willaim. How are you? And I
Good
also
morning,
have
Gagan.
Thank you for being here. I know it's very late for you. And I have Arman Satyagyan from Yerevan, Armenia. How are you, Arman?
I'm doing great. Hello, everyone. Nice to meet you again.
Good, good, good. This is amazing because we are continuing our conversation about how to become unstoppable using QiMen. Now, this is part two of our topic. If you missed the first one, you need to go back and watch the first one before you will be watching this. And the link to the first one will be in the description of this video. So don't miss that one. So continuing with that, I'm going to pass this session and the mic and the spotlight to Willaim on today's topic, which is the powerful formations and structures in QiMen, so that you can become more powerful and unstoppable in life. Thank you. Thank you, Willaim, for doing this.
Thank you, Gagan. I shall take over the share screen. Okay, give me a minute. Oh, see, that is a problem with Zoom.
Well, yeah, so you just go to the share one. Yeah, presenter view.
So now, can you guys see the screen?
Yes.
The full screen, right?
Yes, it is.
Okay, that's great. So I shall continue from here. Thank you, Gagan, for the introduction. Yes, last week we spoke about this, how to become unstoppable using QiMen. Okay, so today we're going to part two. Just a refresh of memory of what I spoke about last week. I talked about this 3 victories day and 3 victories palace. So this is a very powerful QiMen palaces that everybody have, okay, in their chart, in their destiny chart. So with these 3 palaces, you can do wonderful things as what described the last week session. And also given you the 1.5 months, so-called the times and dates, or the dates rather, the days on how to activate your 3 victories days. So with that 1.5 months, you just match your 3 victory palace to the direction stated inside the day. And if you found one example, your 3 victories, let's say the divine light is in the north, and you happen to see a north divine light in a particular day, that is the day is activating the 3 victory day for that particular person. So you just need to use that day to do the activities as mentioned in last week, that what you can do for this divine line. Okay, so today we are talking about the part 2, which is the powerful formations and structures in QiMen. See, in QiMen, there are actually many structures and formation. So you can see we have deities, we have stars, we have doors, and we have stems. Just the stems alone, there are 10 stems each. So they are heavenly stem and the earthly stems. So with just 10 stems each, you will have at least 100 formations. But if you do add on with the doors, the deities, there will be more structures actually forming. But today's session, we will not be able to cover all the formations and structures. I only pinpoint some very important and very good structures apart from the 3 victory palace, right? And also all this powerful formation actually can help you to do wonders. Okay, let me go on. Before that, again, you need to plot your destiny chart first. Why do I say that? Because if this formation fall into your destiny palace or the 3 other palaces, which I'm going to show you later, if you fall on those palaces, means that this palace is being activated with the formation or structures. Then you can use this in your favor. So what are the palaces beside destiny palace? So you can see from this chart, okay, this destiny chart, you have this highlighted in red. It's called destiny palace. Can you see my mouse? Okay, good. So destiny palace. So this is destiny palace. The other 3 palaces I think is very important. One is called wealth palace. Wealth palace, which belongs to here. You will see a life door here, or rather you see a wealth stated here very clearly, wealth. At the same time, there's a relationship palace. And you can see this a relationship stated here as well. So that means in this particular palace, in Northeast, is this person's wealth and relationship palace as well. Then how about the career palace? The career palace, you can see is over here stated as career. So that means in the Northwest is this particular person's career palace. So these are the 4 palaces, very important, whereby you can see there's a lot of formation stated here. You can see this word called 龙反热势. This is directly Chinese translated, okay? So don't worry about all this formation. Later I have it translated into English version, okay? But of course, again, it's a directly translated, not in this format, right? So with all this formation there, you can do a lot of things, which I can show you later. Second example. The Destiny Palace, can stated quoted as red color, is in the north. It comes together with the Career Palace. You see, it's the word career, right? Then the Wealth Palace is in the east. It stated wealth. Yeah, wealth. And the Relationship Palace is stated relationship. So let me reiterate. I'm only covering these 4 important palaces, which I think will help you in many areas, especially Destiny Palace is about yourself. Career Palace is about your career, as the name implies. Of course, Wealth Palace, it can be many things. It can be how is your wealth going, or where your money comes from, or in terms of even to like where your wealth will come from, in what area. So it's all here. And again, as the name implies, relationship. This is talking about your relationship, okay, with anybody, okay. So these are the 4 palaces. Do take note. I repeat again, these 4 palaces. Okay, let me move on to the formations. So the first 6 formation, we call it the 6 battalions. Okay, these 6 battalions split into 2 parts. One part is called the 3 pressures. The second part is called the 3 deceptions. So the 3 pressures, what does it cover? It said being at the right place at the right time to launch a specific activity, or gaining a winning advantage level playing field. Then the second part, the 3 deception, is about use when a disadvantageous position or losing trap. That you say that when you are being trapped, you are using this formation to get away from this disadvantaged position, or helpful in escaping danger and turning the tides. So these are the two big groups of formations. Well, total there are 6. So first group, 3 pressures. Right. So you can see the 3 pressures involve 3 formations. Okay. First is called flying bird falling to cave. flying bird falling into cave. So if you are able to plot from the destiny chart, sometimes you see, we call it in Chinese word, okay, or they use different terms. But over here, I changed to call flying bird falling into cave. It's a direct translation from the Chinese called 飞鸟跌雪. So 飞鸟跌雪 is flying bird falling into cave, or just a direct translation. So what does it mean when you say flying bird falling into cave? It's when you want something, it just fall into your lap. That's to say that you're sitting down by doing nothing, back facing the direction, the things just fall onto your lap. Like the bird just fell into cave by itself. Okay, that's what they mean. And you notice that okay, maybe I talk about this later. Let me continue the green dragon return. Okay, the green dragon return, okay, it's talking about if you can find a specific time with this exact configuration, you'll be able to succeed. Okay, best formation for victory. And the third one, the last but not least, of the three precious, Jade Maiden watching the door. Jade Maiden watching the door is taking on a position of power or controlling the situation from behind the scene. Okay, so you may be familiar with those formation, okay, or those words actually I use in those sharing in the power dates, or the power manifestation dates. The dates, like I call it courage. The dates I mentioned about inner peace. I talk about attraction. In fact, it's these three formation. Okay? In fact, these three formation. So to elaborate a bit more, okay, the green dragon returns is the courage. It's the same as courage. So this formation is called courage, but in actual, the name is called green dragon return. So we just use this term, green dragon return, right, for now. And then for the flying bird falling to cave is inner peace. Inner peace. So this is about the inner peace of what the formation actually stated in the so-called the power manifestation date. And then the Jade Maiden is the attraction. Attraction. So you realize when you look at the description, it's more or less talking about what I'm trying to bring across the message. Courage. For this, when you need courage to do certain things. When this formation comes, you need the courage to do these things. Because a lot of times when we do things, we always procrastinate. Shall I go? Shall I not? And here and there. So with this courage and with this formation, you dare to do certain things that usually you don't do. So this is important. Likewise, for the flying bird is inner peace. Why is inner peace? Is the thing is falling to your lap. They should say that you just sit down there, do nothing, the thing just come to you. So it's just like an inner peace. You're very peaceful, sitting on doing nothing, and things just come to you. And of course, the attraction. So the Jade Maiden watching the door is attraction. They should say that someone, okay, is watching the door for you, or attracting people from coming into the door. So it's this metaphor, right? So these are the three very important formation, and it's three best formation, okay, you can get in QiMen. That's why we call it three precious. Okay, let me move on to the three deception. So the three deception, what does it mean over here? Which I didn't mention in the power dates. Okay, so this is the three new formations. So double deception, okay, what does it mean? It means help turns the table when you are tricked or trapped by fooling your enemies into thinking they have fooled you or trapped them in return. That's to say that you might unintentionally actually trap them and then make them feel that you are being fooled. But in actual fact, you are fooling them. Right? So this is called double deception, which is very useful on situation whereby you want to handle people and you want to act like actually you are being fooled so that they'll go into a trap. But actually you're not, you're fooling them the other way around. So this is a double deception, which is very good formation, very good, I would say, formation you can use. The next one is the real deception. Real deception is to reveal certain truths or information at the turning point of an event, which will make things favorable to you. So to say that when you back this direction and we talk to someone, somehow some information will be actually revealed to you. The person will somehow leak out the information that you want to find out from, and it become favorable to you. So this is called real deception. And then last but not least, we call it nobility deception, which is someone in a higher position of power will come to your rescue when you're cornered. By the word, this is nobility, is a noble person. Somebody will come to your help and higher power, help you solve problems or give you idea how to solve problems. So you can see this tree formation is totally different from the earlier tree formation, which is the green dragon return, the flying bird from the cave, and we call it the jade maiden close it, or jade maiden watching the door. So this is totally three different kind of formation. Because in real life, when we do things, we may face this awkward situation where we want to handle different kind of people and different kind of situation. So this is another three. We always say deception. Deception is deceiving people. Okay, or not really. You want to deceive people. It's just that sometimes you have to do things in this way, okay, to get information or to get help. So this is another very powerful tree formation that you can use.
Willaim,
okay. Yes.
I want to add a few things here.
Yeah.
Because the tree deception, the word deception can be misunderstood, just like you said. You don't have, okay, so everything in metaphysics really doesn't matter whether we study Chinese metaphysics and apply QiMen formations and structures, or we are doing Vedic metaphysics or Japanese it doesn't matter. Metaphysics in general has everything to do with intention and your energy, right? And tapping into that energy, where that energy comes from inside or your surroundings, but your intention needs to be really pure and powerful. And when you are deceiving by intention, making you are having a wrong intention, that means it's a low frequency vibration. So the outcomes are not going to be beneficial. So the word deception here is a Chinese translation, because there's certain words that come from the Chinese literature and metaphysical books that there is no other way to really understand the meaning. So the three deceptions and the three precious are basically Chinese words. So I want to share a personal insights that I've worked with a lot of clients where they have been cornered, or they're stuck in a sticky situation, whether that's in relationship or in business or in partnerships, because they started a partnership, the investments was really big, and now, a year or two later, it's got ugly and they need to part ways, but they are stuck together. So I absolutely love Green Dragon Return formation and nobility and double deception. So imagine somebody procrastinating or having fear to take action, to have the courage and the clarity. It comes from the three precious. And then to do the right formation with three deceptions, you can win legal battles and you can get yourself out of the sticky situations. So it's very important to learn QiMen and understand the power of these formations, because it's all about timing and energy and taking action between that time and energy. And you can be unstoppable when you understand the power of these formations. So I just wanted to tell you that in the last 3-4 years, I've had really good experience with the three deception and the three precious. So very powerful stuff here. So thank you, Willaim. I love what you share.
Thank you, Gagan, for sharing. You see, I totally agree with Gagan. You see, QiMen in the olden days are mainly for war. So in order to win a war, sometimes in olden days, they have to do things people don't like. People don't feel good. Or even they say it's wrong to do all this. But in order to win the war, sometimes you have to do things you don't like to do, sadly to say. But in the modern days, we of course, there are some wars in certain countries, but the rest of the world are very more peace-like, okay, peaceful. So this so-called strategies or these formations, in fact, we have to use in the modern way situation, like dealing with the business. When you're running a business, when you're doing a business, sometimes you have to do certain things. People, maybe you feel that, hey, I shouldn't do this, I shouldn't do that. You have to use your own judgment call. Decide whether should you use this or not. If this something you're going to do, this formation or whatever, is going to help you in a certain way, but will create I would say, a bad influence or bad outcome, then it's your discretion to see whether you want to do it or not, because you hold the responsibility of taking up this formation and act on it. You have to have a very understanding or good intention of what you want to do or how you want to use this formation. And this is the far most important. If people who have you thinking of using this formation to harm someone, then there will be some repercussion, right? It really depends on how you see these things. But you have really a good intention to do this particular formation, then it will be different. Because when it's a good intention to help people or to help yourself, or even to bring certain things forward, or even save you in a dire situation. So sometimes this formation really means good. It depends how you use it. This is most important. So that's why I say, disclaimer, whatever formation you're going to use, you have to use your own discretion to use it wisely, okay? Or don't misuse all this formation, because some of the formation are very powerful. At the end of today's session, there will be one formation, is a superpower formation, okay? And it don't happen often. I'm going to share the formation, what it can do. So, but the particular formation, I can tell you, it's a very, I would say, a lot of master probably don't even want to use. Okay, but by sharing you this information, I'm not encouraging you to use this formation. I'm just telling you there are such formation that you can use and you can do. But you depends on what you want. Okay, most important is, right? Okay, so again, disclaimer: use at your discretion on this formation. Okay, or you do your own judgment call. Whether should you use this formation? But to me, as what Gagan said, we use this formation quite often, in certain way that we think is benefiting us, even most of people around us. Okay, right. So far, I hope you guys have enjoyed the sessions. We have not ended yet, right? So if I do enjoy, please do ask questions after you watch this recording videos, and then you can always join us. Okay, write to us to give us your feedback and so on. Okay, this is the Telegram channel. Scan the QR code, join this Telegram, and you can ask questions. And as long as it's related to what we share, we'll try to answer your question accordingly. Okay. If it's not what we shared and it's above what all this being shared, maybe we will encourage you to go for this called a consultation. Okay, right. Let me continue. So this is another formation. Not the one I told you, the very powerful. That will be the end of the session. Okay. This is another formation we call three noble spirit. Three noble spirit. These three noble spirit have three very good formation. As I say, I cannot go into very detail of what type of formation are there, but I can only share with you what it can do. Okay. So one of the formation it can do is it can be a power or influence and persuasion in a win-win situation. This is one of, because there are total about three formation or multiple. Is because it's combination of three stamps, three doors, and three deities. So total you can see there are 9 components. So combination there will be many. But in order to be a more powerful one, there are only 3 of them form certain formation, which is actually as what described over here. So the first one is talk about power of influence and persuasion in a win-win situation. So when this formation happens, that's what it can do. The second formation it can do over here is that to conquer uncharted territory, penetrating into the shield of others people's market. And the third formation is it can be a strategic thinking and power to outsmart behind the scene in a subtle way. So can you imagine the third one is a subtle way means that people probably even don't even know actually you are doing some outsmarting the whole thing, the whole group. See? So this is very good formation. So we call it three noble spirit. Okay. Then we have this called five fix. Okay, as I say, there are so many formations that I will not go into very detail because there's no ending. Because if I'm going to tell you all the formation and all what it can do, I think I will need another 1 hour. Okay, or as this is a recording session, probably you would think total we only allocate probably 45 minutes for this sharing. So let me quickly run through what are the five fix. Okay, again, these are names are direct translated. Five fix. So we have a heavenly fig, earthly fig, man fig, deity fig, and ghost fig. So what this fig, yeah, it's a name of five fig. It means you're trying to fake things out from nothing, right? So sometimes you say, okay, is this formation really good? Because you're trying to fake things out. Again, it's a direct translation of the words called fake, but it doesn't really mean that. But with all this formation, actually, in general, what it can do is that actually it can help you to create something out of the blue or get the help from a higher level of people. Okay, that's what I can share with you for these five fakes. Then we have the next one. It's called nine tunes or nine tunes. Okay, you might say, what is tunes? Okay, again, this is direct translation. So they call it nine tunes. Okay, there are many people translate into other words. Okay, but I just translated this is the tune. In Chinese, it's called tune. Okay, so I just make a tunes. Okay, so there are 9 of them. Okay, we have cloud tune, dragon tune, heavenly tune, earthly tune, man tune, wind tune, tiger tune, deity tune, and ghost tune. See, so these are total 9 tunes over here. So in general, what this 9 tune can do is again something quite similar to the 5 fakes. It's another formation involving the deity that you can do. Probably not only deities. There are many other formations that involve the doors and the stamps. Okay, so you can actually create a lot of wonderful magic from this formation. Okay, as I said, I'm not going to share too much on this total about 9 tunes and 5 fakes because there are some other slides I want to show you. Okay, but again, all this formation will be in the following slides to show, just to show you. See, I'm taking Gagan as a example. Okay, so you can see for this is the March. We call it Tong Shu for Gagan. Okay, in generally. So in general, this is a very general Tong Shu. You can see. Next one, I'll show you what is my so-called proposed Tong Shu. Okay, but I'm still working in progress. It's not still not finalized. So this Tong Shu, okay, you can see from this Tong Shu, you can first thing first, you can see is what is the day, the day energy. Like this, the day energy is called water rooster. So what type of water rooster? So and you can see this so-called the numbers. The numbers indicate the strength, okay, of this day tilt towards you. That's to say that how this day is favorable to you. 10, as long as you see a red, means that day is quite favorable to you. But you did see the green color, right? The green tone, different green tone. The darkest green tone, you see a 50. So that means you see even the day is a lousy day. Example, the rating of the day is minus 166. But to Gagan, the day is a plus 50. It means the day is a very good day to Gagan. So this is a very personalized Tong Shu. Very personalized. So that means to general public, this day is a bad day. But to Gagan, it's a plus 50 days. Anything above 30, plus 30, you see a dark green. Then we have lighter green, right? 40, well, this is 90, even better, right? Even better. We have 60, we have 40. And certain days, let's say example for this is in gray, and you can see it's -50. So though it's a 8 for general public, but that day is not a very good day for Gagan. So that means how you're going to use this planner is that when you see if it's a gray day, then you just on the day just be careful, try not to do too much things, or do as little things as possible. If possible, just don't do anything. Don't do anything and just rest, or just do your own manifestation, or do studying, or do readings, or so if possible, right? So but what about all these green days? That means it's even more for to you. You have to go out, and do something meaningful for you, Okay, and we see this. There's a divine light day in the north. That's why I say this is very personalized. So you always telling you that on the 13th of March, which is already over, right, is Gagan's divine light. And remember in last week when I talked about the 3 victory day, over 365 days a year, it only appear only on probably 30 over days to 40 days. That's all for the whole year. So it could be the whole month you don't even have any 3 victory days. Yeah, it could be. Or it could be that the 1 month you will see 4 to 5, even 10 3 victory days. So it really depends. Okay. So when the 3 victory days come to you, or even the day is not a very good day, but it's your 3 victories day, then this is a very important day to you as well. And do the activities as what mentioned in last week. Check out the last week video and to know more how to use these 3 victories days. Right. So this is part 1 of the Tongshu calendar. Okay. This is not the final Tongshu calendar. It's just still work in progress. I'm still thinking what kind of information can I insert into this planner, because this is just a very general. The second one is a bit more in-depth, right? Oh, I think I touched the wrong chart. Gagan, I think this is the wrong chart. Actually, I clicked. I'm so sorry, because I've actually worked out a chart to show what it has been projecting, all those just now formation I was mentioning, but it's not this chart. It's not this chart.
Okay. So this
Can
is
you give me a minute? I try to make some amendment.
Sure.
I go offline
Absolutely.
for a while. Yeah, I come back to put up this chart because I want to show the chart, which is very important.
Correct. That's fine. I can actually you can stop sharing. We will not stop recording, and I will kind of share my screen and kind of, we can talk about a few other things, which is okay. Second, stop sharing.
By the way, William, this is very interesting information, especially for those who are in business and, making deals every time and, trying to figure it out, even during these days when all businesses are struggling and, money is scarcity. So this kind of techniques, strategies, guys, you can use in order to succeed in your business and daily life, in relationships also.
Yes. It's very important. So if you can use this, it will be very good.
Yeah, Arman, I want to tell the audience who's especially watching the recorded video, especially now that William is going to take a few minutes, just touch base on, we recently, earlier this month, we did the 3-day Karmic Numerology Masterclass, which was our first one that we launched, where we were talking about how do you unlock the secrets of your wealth. So one of the things that I love about our group, the way we teach, the way we use different methods, the way we do our consulting, we don't do generalized stuff. Even when we are teaching or sharing, we don't do generalized stuff because we want to customize it to create results. When you actually look at coaching, or we look at consulting work, there is no kind of guarantee of results per se. just because the industry doesn't want to take responsibility, you want to actually create results, then you need to go the mentoring route or an apprentice route. You need to follow somebody and be under their wings for at least 18 months to actually learn how to create results. The reason I took the approach, because I come from a background where I was a university professor, and then I went into talent development, training, personal development stuff for 16 years. I knew that I could create results, and I wanted to empower people and give them the tools and the hope and the resources that they can be responsible and create their own success and create results. Because if we are not going to able to create results, how are we going to measure the performance or our life or our goals, whether they are annual or quarterly or 5-year goals? Or how would we know where we started and where we're going to go? Correct? So that creating results was very powerful. And Chinese metaphysics, especially QiMen, gives you so much powerful tools and resources and formations to create those results much faster. That's what I love about QiMen. But when you talk about your karmic numerology and you talk about your matrix, it's all personalized information. And I can testify and give my own testimony and share what I was able to accomplish, because you can tell people you should be doing this, this, and this, and this, or they can self-discover, oh, I need to go from point A to point B, but you can't do the work for them. You have to give them the tools, the advice, and you do the same with numerology and numbers, and they speak the truth to you. But you have to do your own programs. I have to do my own programs. We can't do that for each other. So I love that you can actually layer QiMen and numerology together.
Oh, that's going to be very powerful. Very powerful. Connecting these two modalities to each other. Yes.
Because, think about it. Before we started recording and we were talking about QiMen formations, we were talking about a previous client, a consultation that you did recently, like 3 of them, right? And you got validation from these clients immediately that, yes, you were telling them exactly what they have heard from other masters, or that's like what they see. Yes, that's true, correct? So that's powerful information. But if they don't have the courage still, they can use QiMen to get the courage to take the action. That's what I love about, because I do Ziwe Dao Shu, right? I do Vedic astrology. I can do QiMen. I can do Bazi. But my core is always going to be Ziwe Dao Shu, but I love powering QiMen with it. And now numerology with it. It's just a very powerful powerhouse. So I love the fact that you can create success and truly become unstoppable, but you have to understand the formations and do the work, because nobody else is going to do that for you. So, Willaim, are you ready?
Okay. Thank you, Gagan. Okay, I have to apologize because I think, because recently my PC got some problems, so I changed to the new PC. I didn't realize that I didn't save my work.
Oh.
And then, so that's why this one is showing the old work for what I did. So my new work done on this part is all gone in the old PC.
Willaim, don't worry. It's all a retro Mercury.
Yeah. Oh my God. Okay. I have to apologize. But in general, okay, that what I can share with you that what I'm going to do is, as I mentioned that when I stopped sharing the power days, okay, I actually mentioned that I want to come up with a personalized calendar of the people to do a monthly subscription, and then so that they can use those good days on Saturday using the QiMen formation to do certain activities, like going for business appointment, going for so-called building a relationship with someone, or even they are going for a sales pitch and so on. So this formation will be very good. But I'm not able to show you right here. I apologize. But in general, I can tell you that what it shows is that over here, it will show you all the formation just now I mentioned. If example for this day, if just based on my memory, okay, or just based on my memory, what I did, okay, on this day, it's a success day, though it's not the green color. On this day, there are at least around 10 formations, okay, 10 formation in different hours, different direction, okay, that you can back to get this energy to do the things that you want to do. That I can remember. So there are 10, at least 10 formation. So that's to say you can choose on this day, on the 19th, which is the 2 days ago, all right, that you can actually do certain things that you want to do. You have to pre-plan, okay, pre-plan, then take on, just choose one, don't need to do all, okay, choose one that actually fit into what you want to do on that particular day, right? So what are the formations? As I just mentioned, is all the three pressures, all the three deceptions, okay, the three noble spirits, and also the called it 5 figs, 9 tunes, okay, will be in this chart. So that you say that you will choose, of course, not every day we have all this formation. There are certain days, if I remember correctly, on this day, there's no formation at all, nothing. So only certain days we have many, certain days we have lesser. Even like that day, the destruction day, okay, again, based on memory, this destruction, though it's a destruction day and it's a -50, I do see of some very good 5 figs formation inside here. And this 5 fig formation actually can help you to do a lot of wonder magic to get this so-called destruction day over.
Willaim, I have a
Yes.
suggestion, because this is my chart.
Yeah.
This is personal to me, so now I'm super curious, And yes, this is Mercury retrograde, and we actually are recording and not doing this live right now because we did have technology issues before we went live stream. I'm like, what happened to live stream? Okay, never mind. We switched gears. So I think we could do a separate recording, like me as your client and you are my coach, and I have subscribed to this personalized calendar service that you're offering, and then you guide me. So maybe we can do a separate recording and kind of upload that. I think that will be a very powerful one for people to see, like, what can I do? Because as a business owner, it is very important to have your good dates and formations with you so that you can actually win the battle of your deals and contracts and sales. And I was chatting with Armin earlier that I haven't used the 3 deceptions in 2 years, but I use the 3 precious all the time. So we were talking about, okay, we've got some big contracts lined up in front of us. We need to use some of these formations. So if I have something on my chart, I need to know, Willaim. So
you need to know if we can use 5 figs or 9 tunes. There are much more things you can achieve. Much more things.
So we can do a session and record so that our audience and our tribe would see that and get excited, because then they can be unstoppable as well. So that will be a good one.
Exactly. So now let me go as what I say. The last part of the day is a very, very special formation. Very special formation. It don't happen often. You won't see this formation in the first 6 months. You won't see this. You only can see this formation in the next 6 months. That's to say, after summer solstice, which is after, I think, 21st or 22nd of June till 21st or 22nd of December, you probably start to see this formation called the Dark Warrior. The Dark Warrior. Because it don't come often, that's why this is a very special, powerful formation. See, the name of this warrior is called Black Tortoise, and also known as the Great Dark Warrior Deity. So named after the North Deeper Star. It's considered too powerful to be used by general practitioners. So there are some general practitioners they don't want to use, but I have one friend who used this formation often, and he won a lot of deals with even with government to create awareness, and then to let him in charge of certain big projects, right? So these are the things you can do. So what it can do, you see, use to immediately gain access to and control of the conversation, situation, or someone's thoughts, emotion, and action. So mind you again. That's why this formation is so powerful. Please use wisely, okay? Please use wisely, because this formation is so powerful. Sometimes you can overturn the whole situation, or even can actually control other people's thought. So, so if you again you have this ill intention, I advise you not to do that, because there will be some bad karma might happen. Okay, so you have to do something in terms of good outcome. Okay, not something bad. So this formation is very special. So in this calendar, I give this formation as a bonus, because as I say, it don't come often. This formation, it don't come from. There's certain criteria to get this formation. It don't come often, and it only come after June. So whoever subscribe to this monthly calendar, I will give you the next 6 months, from June to December, the dates as a bonus. Then you use it at your own discretion. Okay, this is part that I can give you as a bonus for this next 6 months. That means to say that on this day, certain time, okay, it's time based, okay, certain time, you can back to this direction a very strong dark warrior formation to do some deals. Okay, so this is the
very excited,
most
Willaim.
powerful formation I can tell you.
I'm very excited, Willaim. I want to learn everything regarding what you said already. You know, this is really interesting, like magical.
Yes, QiMen is magical. It's magical. It's powerful. Of course, you have to use it wisely. Okay, I have to reiterate this important message.
Yes, for sure, guys. Because if you do this only, if you do this intentionally, damaging the other person, you're gonna get, you're gonna earn bad karma. And you know what is karma? We already talked about it, so don't do that. Don't.
Yes, agree.
Armin, the reason I said karmic numerology and QiMen are like two sides of the same coin, because one is all about your past life karma and the lessons that you have to pass in order to create the life you really came to create here. But without passing those programs, you can't do that. You will struggle for the rest of your life. If you run away from responsibilities and your matrix says you were supposed to be a responsible person, and you keep running and you don't wake up, you don't take responsibility, you're going to struggle. But once you wake up and you are ready to take responsibility, flip the coin and use QiMen. It will be so powerful that you will even know that, okay, this is who I was like up until yesterday. This is who I am today. So I'm very excited. Willaim, thank you so much for this amazing session. We absolutely love what you share. You are a very powerful person. We admire your wisdom, the life wisdom, the QiMen wisdom, and appreciate you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much. This was great. We will definitely continue with the formations and structures more. But now, those people who have been asking for when is Willaim going to share more formations on a daily basis? Well, Willaim is creating his own service where he can then take this journey to the next level, helping you really manifest the results you want. So his subscription to the monthly calendar, which is going to be very personalized based on your QiMen chart, based on your 3 victory days, based on the formations and structures of QiMen, how to help you become unstoppable is coming very, very soon. So until next time, This is Gagan Sarkaria signing off. Thank you so much for joining us today. Until next time, have a wonderful weekend. Bye now. Thank you.
Bye bye.
Bye, guys.